What up, Dokkanners? So if you guys saw the breakdown for the producer's letter video, there was a lot of topics that was covered. In this video, I wanted to go a little bit further in detail on one aspect of the video, and that is the change of summon format, because this probably has the biggest implications for the future of Dokkan when it comes to approaching banners, the overall mindset in terms of navigating your way through a year of Dokkan content. This has tremendous implications. So this is what I wanted to discuss here, and I'll probably cover other topics of this video in other videos down the road, but for now let's just start right here. But before we do, a couple of housekeeping details I want to cover. Number one, Gogeta and Janemba's easy. Thank you, Elon, appreciate that. I can't load up the video, seriously. All right, dummy. All right, so if we go right here, Janemba and Gogeta's EZAs, they are happening October 1st PST. They don't say what time it is, they just say October 1st. Now for most of you, that's probably going to mean October 2nd, but for me, it's October 1st, and these announcements are primarily catered to my time zone because I'm the main character. Sorry. So October 1st PST probably means, in my experience, either at the beginning of October 1st, so like 1 a.m., or later on in the evening. We won't know until the data download happens. The data download is going to be on the 30th of September. Monday, September 30th at reset is going to be when we go into maintenance, and then that's going to be ending 7 hours later. So there is a very real possibility that October 1st, 12 a.m., so midnight, we come out of it, and then 1 hour later, the EZAs actually drop. And if that happens, that would be a huge win for me, because that means there's only 1 hour that private servers will have an advantage over me. But anyway, that is when the maintenance is going to happen. I don't know if we're going to get anything sooner than that. I doubt it. I think some people are holding on to hope that maybe we get some extra EZAs. I suppose it's possible. Maybe we get like a Krillin EZA or something. I wouldn't expect it. Based on the phrasing that they mentioned here, they basically said that we covered the movie celebrations. We opened with Garlic Jr. as the starting wallpaper for the countdown. Then we went through Broly, and now we are transitioning into Fusion Reborn. So I highly doubt there's going to be any more EZAs from Bio Broly, but you never know. But the point is, October 1st is when that starts, and then their new banner is dropping a day later. Now, this is especially interesting because October 2nd PST means anytime during the day, and considering that the Part 2 banner doesn't end until October 3rd at 1 a.m., means there's going to be some minor overlap. The Part 2 missions don't end until October 2nd at 5 p.m. So what time is this banner going to be dropping? Really interesting. Like, is it going to be after the missions are done? Because that wouldn't, I mean, unless you do it like 7 p.m., but that's not a very friendly time for Japanese players. So I don't actually know when they're going to be dropping that. Also, the login ends at the same time. So that's already interesting. But if October 2nd is when the new banner drops, then that means October 1st, data download. Unless, of course, they include it in the upcoming data download, which I doubt. I'll probably have two separate data downloads. So if October 1st is the data download, that means that September 30th would be when we get the Dokkan event teaser and the animations, potentially. Actually, wait, animations would be September 30th. September 29th would be the Dokkan event teaser. So we could be even getting some news as early as tonight, which is crazy. So point is, get ready, folks. Things are coming up pretty quick. Now let's actually talk about the summon format. The summon format change. What is happening? For those of you who do not know, they're adding the yellow coin pity system onto Dokkan festivals. What does this mean? This means that basically, if you spend 1,000 Dragon Stones on any given banner, you will earn enough coins that come from those summons to then buy a copy of the new unit at 200 coins. Yeah, 200 coins. Actually, hold on. I have it right here. This is the pity. 10 silver coins can be earned by spending 50 stone multis. 200 silver coins are needed to buy one copy of the new unit. 1 silver coin becomes 1 yellow coin. Once the banner is gone, all lingering silver coins will auto-convert into yellow. 1,000 stones are needed to ensure the new unit. You can also exchange units for coins as long as they are rainbows, meaning it is 1,000 stones or less to get a copy of the pity. The yellow coin would change to red coin because, you know, this is for a Dokkan festival now. It just depends on what banner it is, but that's huge because that means now that people will actually be able to spend only 1,000 stones as opposed to 2,500. That was the big issue with people from the worldwide celebration, and I understand the reasoning behind it. Having first introduced the pity system at 1,000 stones and then changing it to 2,500 is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. My approach was, I'm just glad that I have it, but I understood that philosophy. So now that they're actually extending this to the Dokkan Festival banner is a very good thing. There is a major caveat though, and that is this only applies to smaller, just singular Dokkan festivals. This does not apply to marquee celebrations. Marquee celebrations entail Saiyan Day, dual Dokkan festivals, the thank you celebration, anniversary, and worldwide. So basically the banners that you would typically want to have this for, you're not going to have this. You're not going to have this extent of a pity. We might still have the 2,500 thing moving forward. We might have that guaranteed featured step up thing that we got introduced during the 9-year anniversary for global players, but this 1,000 stone hard pity is not going to be coming up for those. Why? Because if you look at it from a financial perspective, the true money makers, the true cash cows are those marquee celebrations. If they were to deprive the opportunity for whales like myself, Truth, other, you know, crazy spenders to not have to spend nearly as much as they would have, which they already are taking they're already taking a cut on with the 2,500 pity, that makes a big difference on their bottom line. I'm not out here defending what they do. I'm simply explaining to you and contextualizing why they would probably not want to do this 1,000 stone pity thing on the major celebrations just yet. We're in our 10th year of Dokkan. Probably once we get to like year 15, 16, 17, if we're around that long, and the revenue overall starts to decline, maybe at that point to salvage more life, you know, sort of give the game a second wind, salvage whatever, you know, financial income that they can. Maybe at that point they will start to do that sort of thing, but right now they have no reason to. It's like those going out of business sales. You have these really good deals at stores when they're about to go out of business. Why? Because when they're about to go out of business, they might as well get a little bit of money before they go, right? So we're not quite there yet for Dokkan, which is why they're not quite ready to give the 1,000 stone pity to something like a worldwide celebration. I would love it, you would love it, we would all love it, but greedy business tactics, that's not how it's gonna work. But this is still good, because what this means is this now means your entire approach to the year just got a lot more friendly. Because one of the harsh realities when it comes to Dokkan is that you have to be saving up for the major celebrations with the most value. Worldwide download, 9-year anniversary, 8-year anniversary, the marquee celebrations. And if you are going to be summoning on every single banner leading up to a celebration like that, your stones are probably not going to be very plentiful. You're probably going to be pretty broke. So now having the ability to spend only 1,000 stones or maybe even less to get a copy of the character is going to do wonders for whales, moderate spenders, lower spenders, people who maybe skip like 4 different banners and have had enough of skipping and decide to summon on like a Super 17 banner and get the character. That's a very good thing. So I do like that. Now, I also want to take a moment to count up the banners from 2023 to do a comparison. This is not like a absolutely 100% accurate representation of how it's going to be, but when you factor in all of these different exceptions here, that's a pretty large quantity. So what is the ratio between like marquee celebrations and non-marquee celebrations? That's what I want to do. So let me just go ahead and do this. I got my sacred timeline here from 2023. We're going to just do a little checklist thing as we go along. So I got my notepad here ready. All right, so Gohan and Piccolo, that was a dual Dokkan festival. We have no pity versus pity eligible. Okay, so this is no pity because dual Dokkan festival doesn't apply. Kid Goku Dokkan festival, pity eligible. Okay, then we've got the Bardock Dokkan festival, pity eligible. Saiyan Day is not eligible because that's what they say right here. That is a marquee celebration. No. Okay. Yamcha Dokkan Festival, eligible. So it's 3-2 right now in favor of pity eligible. Okay. Golden Week, ineligible. It's a dual Dokkan Festival. Pre 8-year Dokkan Festival, the Super 17, eligible. 8-year anniversary, ineligible. I'm counting that whole thing as one celebration. So that's just one no. The trap celebration before worldwide eligible. So now the score is 5-4 in favor of the pity. Worldwide celebration, obviously no, 5-5. Then we've got the Autumn Dokkan Festival. That is 6-5. Then we've got, this would not count. Actually, would this? I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to assume this is not going to be one because this is not like a true Dokkan Festival in the sense of a new character coming out. This is like a cash grab banner, you know? It's just a random extra, guys. Tanabata, ineligible, so that's 6. We're tied at 6. Dragon Ball Heroes would not count because it gives you blue coins. If they decide to make it a Dokkan Festival, maybe that could change this year. But even if it does, it would be a dual Dokkan Festival because it would have 2 major headlining units that both benefit from the Dokkan event. So that would still be ineligible. I'm not going to count that though, just because it's like extra. I'm just not going to count it. It's extracurricular. Winter Celebration, that was that would count as pity. So that's eligible. And then we've got Holiday, we got Carnival. That's it. Okay. So for the full year of 2023, had this pity system been implemented on regular Dokkan festivals, we would have had 7 banners with pity and 6 with non-pity. So think about it from that perspective. Throughout the course of the year, if you were to summon on 7 banners, aside from, well, it's actually a pretty crazy thing to think about, so maybe don't. But 7 banners with 1,000 stones spent on each, 7,000 stones for 7 characters. When you consider the alternative of getting shafted infinitely, that's very good. And then on top of that, let's just say you are a Krillin fan. I don't know. Launch. Let's say launch. Dokkan Festival launch comes up, right? You've never seen a Dokkan Festival launch. Let's just say her Dokkan Festival comes out pre-10-year anniversary. Like in May. Just assuming we're following the blueprint from last year, okay? So let's just say this is where launch showed up. In order to summon for launch, you sacrificed Golden Week, Dokkan Fest, Saiyan Day, Dokkan Fest, Dual Dokkan Festival. You're mad. You're pissed. You want launch because, damn it, you love launch. You are going to spend 1,000 stones probably on this banner and pull launch, which is a pretty good feeling. It's a pretty good feeling considering the alternative where you have now a ton of stones, you rage summon, you're in full-on tilt mode, and you don't end up pulling the launch. That's so much worse. So that is a big W on Dokkan's part. I 100% love this. It benefits whales. It benefits low spenders. It is very cute. This is how it's going to be moving forward, but that's not the only thing. They do say that they will be exploring other options. Where do they say that? The guaranteed system introduced will be guaranteed system apply to Dokkan festivals held in the usual campaigns. Which means it won't be applied to large-scale campaigns. Yes. Such as worldwide. Man, get to the damn point. Oh my god. We're considering, you see that? We're considering other measures that suit various summons. So this does not mean that the pity system just doesn't exist for other banners moving forward. Yeah, we did not have it during Worldwide 2024, but don't forget, we did have the crazy pity system during the 9-year anniversary for global players alone. And that's what this was. Thus, in order to give this year's anniversary celebration the best jump start possible, we got that crazy guaranteed step-up thing. Now this, we have no idea if this will ever come back. This could be the new summon format that global and JP players get for marquee celebrations. If it is, huge W. 1,000 stone pities for regular celebrations. Guaranteed featured step-up format for the major celebrations, I think would be amazing. Honestly, I think that'd be pretty good. Maybe we get this, and then on top of this, we also get the worldwide pity 2,500 stone thing. Combining all of these different pities into the various celebrations will definitely reduce the revenue earned on these banners, but maybe they're at a point where they can afford to take that moderate loss. And if they can, that would be awesome. Now, for global players, since global players have not yet had the Roshi celebration, we do have one extra pity summon to look forward to, while JP players only have wherever the Dokkan festivals come up to look forward to. So Autumn Dokkan Festival, which means the one that is coming up in like 2 days, this will have the pity. Global and JP will benefit from it. Whenever we get the Roshi banner, that will also have the pity. The November Dokkan Festival will also have a pity if it follows the new JP, if we follow the JP format. Last year for the November slot, global players got the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku because it was the thank you celebration. That will now be shifted to the summer where the anniversaries would be. So instead, this will be just another Dokkan Festival, which will probably also have pity. November pity, October pity. Global players get an extra one right here. And then part 2 would be whatever. Dragon Ball Heroes, I'm not counting that as a Dokkan Festival. Pre-holiday Dokkan Festival, I think could also be a pity. Was that a, no, pre-holiday, that was what the Android 21 was from last year. So unless they throw in a dual Dokkan Festival, man, we're getting some pities over the next few banners, which is pretty cute. Then we got the holiday banner, and then once we hit 10 year, it's full synchro. So yeah, I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. We have made major strides from last year to this year. It was funny because I was going back and I was looking at the various videos. They talked about the various goals that they had, and the way that they phrased it, they actually met those goals fairly well. Probably the only thing that I don't like was the very ambiguous approach to the domain boost. I think in the end, the domain boost nonsense was just the fact that Goku's Galaxy Fart overwrites dodge disabling. I think that was really all it was. I think a lot of us were hoping for having simultaneous domains, which in my honest opinion should still be a thing, but yeah, it was nothing more than just the tech UI thing, but whatever. I mean, I think overall they have done a pretty decent job at delivering what they said they were going to do. It's always very funny to look back to see that, oh yeah, that the very simplified wording really just ended up being all it was. Sometimes we let our thoughts go crazy. We will speculate like crazy. We will take things to the absolute extreme, and it can create some disappointments of expectation. But yeah, they did what they said they were gonna do. So with this pity system, I expect good things for Dokkan in terms of overall morale when it comes to these banners. And yeah, let's see what this does for us for the large scale celebrations. That's gonna be the next thing that we're looking out for. No major celebration comes up until anniversary, unless they do a dual Dokkan Festival at the start of the year, which they could. But I would say probably 10-year anniversary is the next banner to really look out for. Will these come back? I certainly hope so. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the summon format change for the regular Dokkan festivals. Do you also agree that this is a step in the right direction? Do you think that they should have done more? Do you think that they should have done less? Is there anything that I missed? Did I say a lot of gibberish? Because I am kind of sleepy, so it's always possible I could be saying some tune L's. So we are on gibberish watch. Let me know if there's anything dumb that I said. Feel free to share it in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you literally want to see more stuff to it. Thanks again, stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.